This is Optimal Living Daily Relationships, Episode 0, and I'm Justin Malik, not the regular host of this podcast. Thank you for checking out this special episode, Episode 0 as we like to call it, where I'm going to talk about where this specific podcast came from, who the host is, the structure of the show, frequently asked questions, that sort of stuff. But really quickly, I'll tell you who I am. Actually, you know what? Coincidentally, this episode is airing right around the same time that episode 500 of my podcast, Optimal Living Daily, is going live. And that features an interview of me, actually, something very rare that I never thought I'd do, but it is happening. So instead of regurgitating that information, you can just check out episode 500 of Optimal Living Daily to learn about who I am. And now this show specifically, the Relationships edition of Optimal Living Daily, came about from recommendations by you, the listener. Optimal Living Daily, the network of podcasts, is where we read to you from the best blogs we can find. Think of it like a big audiobook, but from a bunch of different authors, or audio blog if you will. Instead of taking the time to find and read blogs yourself, you can simply have it curated for you by topic and listen while you're on the go. My business partner Lee and I started it, and we host the entrepreneurial edition. It's called Optimal Startup Daily. I host the original podcast, Optimal Living Daily, as I mentioned earlier, and we also have Optimal Finance Daily for personal finance blogs, and Optimal Health Daily that narrates health and fitness blogs. And something that we kept hearing from you is that parenting or more on relationships would be a great topic. So here we are launching our 5th podcast, Optimal Living Daily Relationships, which will cover everything about relationships from dating to parenting and everything in between. But before I get into the content, I've taken too long to mention our new host, who I'm really excited to announce, Joc Marie, actually the spouse of Lee Rankinen, my co-host on Optimal Startup Daily. She's a pleasure, both in real life and via the airwaves. Everyone's voice comes out a little different through the mic, and hers is very warm and soothing. It's calming, really a pleasure to listen to. And she's a great narrator, so I'm confident this will be an awesome show. Plus, she's a new mother of a baby boy, so she has that experience to go off of too. I've known Joc for almost 10 years now, and I'm really excited that we're working together to bring more blogs to audio for you. So the structure of the show, just like our other 4 podcasts, the best blogs I can find will be narrated for you 5 days a week. This will include Leo Babauta of Zen Habits, Steve Pavlina, Mark and Angel, and more. And because the topics of relationships can vary widely from single people or dating to longtime married couples and parenting, what I'm going to try to do is keep the dating material towards the beginning of the week, like Mondays and Tuesdays, and parenting or long-term relationship content towards the end of the week. But that won't be the case every week because sometimes the content will apply to everyone, so that's just a general rule that we'll try to follow. We created this for you, so if there are specific topics within relationships that you want to hear or blogs that we should know about, let us know. The best way to get in contact is to reply to an email that we send you after you join our weekly newsletter at oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com, which stands for Optimal Living Daily. You can sign up for free to get our weekly updates, some spreadsheet tools, and to be in raffles to win books from us multiple times a month. And I wanted to give a special big thanks to our patrons of the shows. I have a Patreon page set up at oldpodcast.com/help. And as of the time of this recording, we are just about 50% funded for this show specifically, which is enough for me to give it the green light. Yes, that means we will be losing money on it, but for me, it's worth it. I really love bringing this content to you. If you're in a position to do so, you can become a patron and get special bonuses in return for different levels of contribution. Just come by oldpodcast.com/help to learn more. So that covers it. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen and for checking out all 5 of our podcasts. It means a lot to all of us. You keep these shows going. Again, please subscribe and check out Optimal Living Daily, Optimal Finance Daily, Optimal Health Daily, and Optimal Startup Daily. You can pick and choose the topics that resonate with you. And if you have any comments or questions, again, come by oldpodcast.com and you can visit oldpodcast.com/help to keep these shows going. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the podcast where your optimal life awaits.
You've been listening to Optimal Living Daily. Be sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on each new episode and head to oldpodcast.com. That's oldpodcast.com for a free gift as well as more actionable tips and resources to help you maximize your potential. Thanks for joining us, and remember, your optimal life awaits.